Welcome to Trading Lounge and the SP 500 for the 3rd of July, and we're on track here in terms of this particular count here in terms of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for wave 1, an A wave here, and then an A and a B and a C wave here for wave B, and then down for wave C through here. There should be some sort of equality between wave A and wave C here, even though the 50-60% retracement level is down at this point here, but we will track. We're looking for 5 waves down here, and today we'll be looking at this structure here, which is quite clear to me now, which is good. And we also need to look at another count as well, because a lot of the Asian markets and some of the Forex and a lot of the stocks have got this over here as wave 4 here. The wave 4 here could still have wave 4 sitting here as well. So we just need to work through a little problem there. So let's just go here first. So in this case here, we looked at this yesterday with this, and we just need to talk about this for a moment, because we've got the A wave here, then an A and a B and a C here, and this was the high on the cash market, and that was a high on the futures market. So wave B can come here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So we could have wave 2 here, or we could have wave 4 here as well. So there is 5 waves developing here that still needs to finish off a little bit. It'll probably come in with one more move up here on the Friday session up into the non-farm payroll, and then roll over from that side. So all I'm saying here is that we've got 5 waves here. We're either going to come back here in 3 waves here to this point and move up, or we're going to continue down here for this wave 2 sitting over here for this. Okay, so we're going to look at 2 of these counts, and we'll also pull this apart here as well. So the other count here that we looked at yesterday, this is the wave 4 here. So from wave 3 here, then an A and a B and a C wave here for wave 4, or this wave B will be sitting over here with an A wave here, a B wave here, and a C wave here for the B wave, and then we will come from here. We've still got another little move up here. Then we're either going to come down here in 5 waves, pretty much like the A wave here, and then move up from that point there, or we're just going to come down in 3 waves here to this point and then move up. So that second high here will become the invalidation point and also the long trade there as well. And this will also be up for 1 and back for 2 here, so a strong third wave moving up. So we just need to be mindful about these things, that's all. So right, so let's just go in and have a look at this particular trend here at the moment. I think it's probably easier to look at it on the cash market first. We did that yesterday, so I just want to do that again today. So I'm just going to bring up the cash market chart here. This is just 5 minutes here. So what I want to do here is just look at this as wave 1 and 2 here in this section here, okay? And then all of this is the third wave up here. So we've got 1 and 2 and 3, 3 and 4 and 5 here for this. So this is a 4th wave unfolding now, an A and a B and a C wave here, and then up for 5 here. So I can't draw on this chart, but 1 and 2 and 5 waves here for the 3rd wave, an A, B, C for the 4th wave, and then up for the 5th wave here. So when we look at that on the, we'll go to the 15-minute chart first. Just expand this open a little bit. So from the low here, we're going to count it as 1, A, B, C for 2 here, and then 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the 3rd wave. So that fits nicely, because this is like the 3rd of the 3rd of the 3rd here, when it pushes off nicely in the strongest part of the structure here. And then wave 4 and wave 5 here for 3, and A, B, C for 4 here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here for the 5th of the 3rd, and then the A, the B, and the C here. The 38.2% retracement level is down here at the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree roughly. So, but the main point here is to look for 5 waves down. It'll probably come and settle in around the 31.20, 31.15 sort of area, and then push up from that point there. So we've only got that and this move here, which could take place in the Asian session, the futures market. But we still need the cash market to push up one more high as well in for the S&P as well. So it will probably come in around, I'm not sure when the NFP announcement is or whatever other announcements coming in, but it will probably be you know, pretty much in line with that such. So I've got long trades in the market. We're just going to wait for this wave, little wave 5 of wave C here, the 5 waves in wave C here to finish off. We can probably go to the tick chart and have a look at that as well here. So might just have to go to, this is 100 ticks. I'll just go to 10 ticks. There'll be a slightly different count. It'll be the same label, same count, just different labeling here. So this is 10 ticks, but yeah, so 1 and 2 here, 1 and 2 and 1, bit cleaner here, and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the third, the fourth, the fifth, and A and B and C here, and then, or even that could be part of that, but no, that's okay. 3 and 5, an A and a B, and the B wave pull back up to the 61.8% or 50-60%, and then this one's coming down here. So we can look at this here being roughly the same length here for this, and push that over here. So it will be coming down around the 31.20 sort of area. It can pull down to this box here, the 38.2% retracement level here, but we want this to play out here for this. This is just 1 degree higher in the count, but don't worry about that. And then one more move to the upside there for that. And if I go back to the 15-minute chart here for a moment, we just need to look at a few things. So we don't need... Oh yeah, that's cool. So one of the things here is that we have to be careful of is that this 50-60% area here, once this market moves, let me just get rid of this here. So from here, the market may just have something like this here and then move up from that point. If that is the case, we're either going to have this here is down for 1 here, back for 2 here, down for 3 here, down for 4 here, and then down for 5 here, and probably level with the A wave down there because we're getting that sort of sideways pattern, and then up from that point there. So it's kind of simple in a way. Once that first 5 waves comes in here, then you know that you're going to get another 5 waves either to here or to here. But the invalidation point, wherever that second high is here, that's where you'll need to go long from at that point. I know it's a long distance from here, but there's a long way to go to the upside here for that, because all of this would just be, in that case, it would just be wave 1 here with wave 2 sitting back into this space here. Otherwise, we'll be looking at wave 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, and 4 here, and 5 here for wave C here, or wave 4 here. We need to look at that too. But either way, for these, once we get that larger 5 wave pattern here, then we'll pick that up. So really, just on the Friday, what could occur here is we get the top in play here, and we get this sort of half a move down through here. So yeah, how far will that travel? Let me think. Now the S&P cash market still needs to make that extra high here. So this cash market here of 1 and 2 here, then 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 here, it still needs this ABC, it still needs that one more push up here to play out here on the Friday, so we're not topped out here yet. So yeah, okay. So look, that's really the thing that we're looking at here as such. Now, which one do I think is right? Well, probably this wave C here in this instance. And the reason for that is because when we look at when we come back into this space here, we have to remember that we've got this 5-wave structure here. I know that it can be counted as, this is the high on the cash market here, it can be counted as 1 and 2 here, and 3 and 4 and 5. I'm aware of that, but we don't really have the futures market and the cash market lining up on these highs here. It's not like they're both confirmed. They've both got different scenarios here for this. So it's kind of, which one is correct for that. So that's why I think that this could come down here as well. And also too, with this move up through here, you can see the angle of this, how sort of sharp it was, and this push here. This one's on an angle here, and that's normally what a C wave does. So if we're looking at this as an A wave up here, a B wave here, and a C wave here for the B wave, the C wave's on quite an angle here. It's not like it's going sort of vertical straight up, so it's kind of lazy. So how much sort of momentum does it have, how much strength does it have? So I think that it's likely that we'll get this 5-wave structure moving lower here to these old lows here, or maybe even squashed up into here. It's just that this second high here needs to be noted here. So if the market moves up through that second high after moving down here, then you'll know what to do at that point. You start building in through here. And let's just say that I've made a total mistake about everything. Then any move to the upside would still have some sort of play up here for this, it'll be like that. So we just use the classic trading levels pattern there, and we go up from there, just in case this just decides to continue. I don't think it will, but in case it does, for whatever reasons, then we need that once you get that classic trading levels pattern there, once the market becomes support on minor level 2, minor level 1, 2 here, and 3 here, then we move up from that. We move up from that point. If we get support on top of 3 here, then we move up to the next level, which is 3-5 at that point. So this is really critical. Getting support on the top of minor group 1 here, getting support here, the market will leave the 3,000 at that point. The market's sort of sitting here because also the Nasdaq is pretty close to the 10,000 in its own way, so it hasn't left that 10,000, that number 1 level, that major trading level 1. It's still there, and it is the the disruptive tech stocks, innovator stocks that are pulling the market higher as such. So and a lot of those innovator stocks too, when you look at them, they're in wave 4s. So that's what I sort of bring this wave 4 in here, plus the other markets, the Australian dollar, the Nikkei, all that are quite clear on wave 4 there too. So let's just see how this plays out here. We'll get our 5 waves to the top here, and then an ABC pattern here. If it drops below the 61.8%, then you'll know that we're going to be coming lower through here, and then we're going to have to pick the long trade up from this point here. All right, I'll leave it at that. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.